It all started with an idea I had and started in the Twitter DMs forming this team. Huss reached out to me and said he wanted me to run with him and CC. So I thought about this team and I thought about how we have like a high skill ceiling. Then if we got our practice, we could like figure out how to, play Halo the right way together.
Overall, the event was it went to our expectations. I like to kind of look back on it and say that we could have done a lot more, but overall, we did what we came here to do, and that was make worlds.
I feel like we've done a lot of preparation coming into this event. We've only been a team for a few weeks. Like, you can't expect like absolute greatness out of a team. But this weekend, we really did show how good we are.
So overall, day one was going in. I mean, we were really confident.
We're all really stoked to play right now. Ready to be back on lane. It's been 5 months. Fair playing field. Ready to be in the pit.
Everybody feels good, and yeah, we just showed up here. Been getting ready, breakfast, having smoothies, waking up early, getting good sleep.
Say what's up.
Yeah.
Alright, I got it.
We're winning this shit.
We'll win this shit.
Win this shit, baby. TSS the fuck up, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Our first 2 rounds went pretty well. We were feeling pretty good. It was kind of hard to adjust to the Xboxes at first. It definitely feels like a completely different game.
Day one kind of started off with us playing 2 open bracket teams it was just early open bracket teams. Nothing too crazy there.
We really had our eyes on round 4 versus Team War because it was kind of like a grudge match for us.
Considering me and Onboard used a team just before this event. And I knew there's going to be a lot of emotion going into that series.
Yeah! It's big dog time, boy! What's up? Dog basket! Dog basket!
And I knew if I let him win, there was going to be way more emotion coming out of him. And I don't know if I was ready to handle that. So I had to shut that down pretty quick.
We had some of the best vibes I've ever had on a team though, and it was a very dominant win. And then Proton Gaming, our last round to qualify for pools, it was a little bit scary at first. We went down 0-2.
It took a lot of adjustments. I think we played the first 2 maps a little too fast, got a little too greedy, got a little too ahead of ourselves.
There's a lot of veterans on that team, and when you're playing really good players, even if they've been a team for 3 days like they know how to play the game at a core level, and they had instant meshing as well. So they were a very talented team when it came to how they played the game, and it counteracted our play style very, very well.
But once we figured them out, we reverse swept them. We knew we were gonna come out swinging on a day 2.
Honestly, I'm really disappointed in myself, at least on Saturday morning, because I feel like we only got 4 hours of sleep after having to play through open, and just weren't ready to play our best on that day. So in the morning, at least.
We came out pretty flat on day 2. I think the gauntlet that we went through on day 1 was pretty taxing on us. A lot of us. I know a lot of the energy that came out from our series the night before kind of made it harder to recoup in the morning.
We came out strong against Cruelty. They weren't anything crazy, but they were still in pools, so we still had to show them a little bit of respect, and we were just the better team.
And then we ended up not really playing our best Halo. We weren't really all there at the moment.
We lost 3-1 to Navi, and after that we kind of kicked ourselves in the butt. We're like, come on, that was the match that we got to win.
Like that, it works both ways, but you need to make the play for to take the ball. So the three guys, if you have power, you know what I mean? It's like you're playing the weak side back if they push you. While we play.
So we ended up playing G2 next. G2's a very good team. Like, they know how to play. And playing against them, I've never played them on LAN, but those guys are good.
We didn't really like find the kind of rhythm we got into day one.
Flag capture.
We started out slow and then picked our momentum back up, got back into our routine. We lost 3-0 to them, but they were all close games.
We ended up playing Sentinels next. That series took a long time. That was very taxing on us, but you know, we still use that one as like a recouping series. We wanted to just get our energy back. That's the main focus of that series. We wanted our energy back because we had no energy.
So our Sentinel series really didn't matter, but we still wanted to get the best practice that we could out of it because the only person on the team that had played Sentinels at all prior to this in a tournament environment was Ace. So it was good practice when it came to adjusting and seeing how top level Halo is played for the guys. So we lost 3-0, but we took maps super down to the wire against a team that just won the last event. And when we came out of that series and we looked at our bracket, we went, we're set up for success. There is zero reason why we can't make Worlds.
What was the call up? But if I know he's Ivy, like, I'm sweeping it differently. Like, the more direct, like, if he's tarp or if he's top blue on the commando or if he's like A side at the door, like, that is that much faster that I'm going to be shooting them and killing them. And we're going to have that much better of timing.
Yeah. And they don't get nades on you or melees and shit.
There's nothing left for assumption. There's nothing to assume.
That comes with staying on death cams.
Staying on death cam and leaving like windows of
That's what I mean,
opportunity
is like,
for call-outs.
that's what I feel like our problem is like Sentinels gets weapons, they get something, no one's on their death cam, and we all just make a faded ass play and just kill us all, and then we're fucked.
That's
for the
why I
whole
say
game.
like
We're
when
fucked.
we're gathering information, like we say information's bad, but it's like no, information's bad when information is stressed. We get the information,
background noise, it needs to be set.
It needs to be background noise. It's like, yo, like there's two guys here and there's two guys there, and then boom, we make a play call. Like that's the only reason for the information. No, just fucking jumbled up information is never useful. Like you have to be able to utilize it.
Again, it was a 2-1 oddball game, and we only made one misplay that cost us, like Aaron was saying, the rest of the game. So it's like, you look and you analyze what we did, and it's like, yeah, it was a 3-0, but like, genuinely, it could have gone to a game 5.
You know what I mean? If you have anyone around repulse and you have time mid, they can't go spawn A and go time mid. They can't really go big door, and then they're trapped like Kedor and Rat. You know what I mean?
Likely to do shit like that.
No, we are.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when we're on our shit, it's like
we're all just there.
all of us, like when you're paying attention, like really paying attention, like that's when the play calls like come to you, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, we just live here, like you, and it's like no hesitation. You just know what the right play is, you know? So I think we just gotta keep our fucking effort and our vibes up.
So moving into that first match of Losers 4, was against Anime Demons. And with Anime Demons, Mort had just got done teaming with them.
Our first match was a really interesting one. It was my old team that I initially broke up with because I pursued a pro offer I initially had. So it was kind of a grudge match, and we just came out swinging on Anime Demons.
Match against Anime Demons, we were really confident. We've always thought we were just came out on top against those guys.
We've known about them for a while, and we knew they weren't going to be a pushover team. So we had to try against them. We had to bring our energy, and we brought it. 3-0'd them fairly easily.
And we carried that into the following series with Jailings. And Jailings, they're the fourth best EU team, but at the same time, our skill ceiling is in my opinion, is top 6.
We knew if we beat Jailings, we would make it to Worlds. So we kept the same vibes, we kept the same energy. We just played our game, we just kept playing Smart Halo, and we ended up closing it out against Jailings on the feature station.
I had one of the best series of my life. I was hitting clips, I was montaging these guys.
That's something to sign.
Fuck us,
Yeah. Consider yourself some fucking businessman because you're doing some goddamn good business.
Before tonight, I heard about the TSS name. Now, I know about the TSS name, baby.
That was just a really fun series, and we let a lot of emotion out on that one. Making Worlds was just a great feeling. It's been all I've been able to think about for the last month now. Ever since I got dropped off Fnatic, that's all I've been wanting to do, to prove people wrong.
Just took care of business to make Worlds, and that's really all it kind of took, was just the teamwork and the motivation and drive behind everybody. And this is with 3 weeks of practice, so you're going to see a lot more out of us when we have a month and a half extra of practice coming into Worlds.
And we ended up finishing top 12. We lost to G1, but every game against them was close.
Couldn't close out the games. We weren't ultimately that comfortable playing teams at that high of a level, but we're only with these repetitions, we're only getting closer. So we ended up losing 3-0 to them, and that finished our run.
We've actually been a team for 3 weeks or less or whatever. I honestly have no idea how much time it's gone by, but it hasn't been that much. Our quality of practice was actually horrible. It was like matchmaking. We were coming to this LAN and pretty much learning out how to play the game on the fly, because it does take a lot of you got to position your pieces on your team in the same place and make the right decisions, and that's how you have to learn it And you can't just like do that online because like you can't see the bigger picture online a lot of the time. It's so hard to do it without like studying really into the game. So this is really good practice for us overall. We were getting better every single series that we were playing. But yeah, we're just excited to get better practice going to Worlds and see what we can like really do.
I think our potential really showed this weekend, and I think with a lot more practice going into Worlds, we're gonna have another month of practice. It's gonna be way better. We're gonna live up to our potential, and I think we're gonna do really good things.
HCS in fucking Seattle, bro. Tough loss against G1, but we still made top 10.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the fucking drawing board. These boys are in Seattle, TSS in motherfucking Seattle at Worlds. I think we gotta play for it, bro. I think we gotta play for it. That's all I'm gonna say. These boys had a tough loss, first land together. So, I mean, it's gonna be some really good Halo. It's gonna be some really good Halo at Worlds. And these boys got a lot of grinding to do, and I feel like they definitely have a shot at shit because these kids are, for their first land, doing that, played more Halo than anybody here, get milked on the second stage. I think we're good. We're good.
We look good.
Worlds is gonna be a different ball game, and these boys aren't gonna have to deal with getting milked. They're gonna be taken care of, and we're gonna dominate. So
TSS the fuck up.
TSS the fuck up.